The shooting death of a so-so mayoral candidate is under investigation. The Jones County Sheriff's Department is assisting so-so police with the investigation. We're told a man was shot and killed early this morning at a so-so residence. Jones County Coroner Burl Hall confirmed the man killed was Jason Marshall, a mayoral candidate in the special election held just last week. The Jones County Sheriff's Department believes a domestic incident escalated into the shooting. The investigation is ongoing, and at this time we'll update you as more information becomes available. Yesterday was International Holocaust Remembrance Day, marking the anniversary of the liberation of Auschwitz concentration camp on January 27, 1945. It is a time to remember the 6 million Jewish victims of the Holocaust and millions of other victims of Nazi persecution.
Line workers risk their lives to make our day-to-day lives easier. From working at extreme heights to handling thousands of volts of electricity, these men and women are dedicated to their job.
Developing tonight, a 19-year-old is dead after a shooting incident in Columbia, and his younger sister is charged in connection to the case. Good evening, I'm Kyra Lampley. The Columbia Police Department says 18-year-old Mayana Wanisha Bridges was arrested today and charged with culpable negligence manslaughter. This after officers responded to a report of a man being shot around McDaniel Extension last night. Well, now over to our first alert weather team. Rex, it's been feeling amazing outside. I mean, it's not too warm, it's not too cold. So what can we expect as we move into this next week? Mississippi Forestry Commission is urging everyone to continue taking caution and adhering to all burn bans. This after a Copiah County forest fire burned 45 acres on yesterday. You can see an aerial view of that fire right here. An Emergency Operations Center dispatcher says the blaze started after a four-wheeler backfired. Each day starts with gathering at this table and reading their Bibles.
Loving forgiveness and restoration, and we're living creature.
The men in the Liberty Ministries Life Rehabilitation and Discipleship Program say the program has helped them envision their futures, and now they're filled with hope instead of misery.
For all those addicts out there, I'm going to tell you, there's a better life in a better way.
The nonprofit program is a one-year commitment, is for men only, and consists of 2 phases. Christopher Hennis is a graduate of the program that now helps lead new members in the right direction. A former drug addict, he says participating in the program has changed his life for the better.
In my addiction, I call it a disease called hepatitis C. I asked help from Christian Services. They helped me get the help I needed and helped me get the medication that I needed to cure this disease. I was able to beat it, and I actually beat it last week, and the next day I actually completed a welding training certification, so I am actually a certified welder now.
Once a man completes the program, he can choose to go back to where he used to live or get help transitioning into normal life again. Chase Geis, a graduate of the program, decided to stick around and become a staff member. He says there was a point when he wanted to give up, but reminded himself of the end goal.
There's these period of time as a student inside of the program that are kind of like, I guess, doldrums, you know, where you're tired of it, you want to quit. You have the support system of people around you that push you forward and you know, help you move past that threshold.
And Christian Services is always in need of donations to keep this program going, such as hygiene items, Bibles, and sponsor activities. If you'd like to donate, you can give their Hattiesburg office a call.
Speed limits in school zones are set to keep kids safe as they cross the street when they get off the school bus. Like the sign you see behind me right now, it says 15 miles per hour. HPD says if you're caught going over that speed limit, there will be consequences.
Well, thank you for that, Rex. Election Day in Mississippi is Tuesday. That's just now 2 days away. So who will be on your ballot? Governor Tate Reeves is bidding for his second term, which tops ballots across the state. He's facing Democrat Brandon Presley, a state utility regulator who works for the Mississippi Public Service Commission. Statewide, you'll also be voting for Lieutenant Governor, Secretary of State, and Attorney General, among many other positions. A Southern Miss hosted a first-of-its-kind event showing how a little bar of soap can make a big difference to a human trafficking victim. Welcome in, I'm Kyra Lampley. Soap Up Hattiesburg gave residents a chance to learn more about human trafficking and provided them an opportunity to do something about it.
Hey, Michael and Carrie, I'm here at Chain Park where the festivities are just getting started. Well, things are going to start around 6 p.m., but I was here earlier today while everybody was setting up everything, and I noticed that the venue was a little bit hard to navigate. So here's the kind of how-to guide or what you need to know before coming to the Star Spangled celebration. Take a look. Chain Park in Hattiesburg will soon see some new and familiar faces as people make their way to the Star Spangled celebration. Gates at the event open at 6 p.m. and there are several signs already posted so you know exactly where to go.
And with millions on the roads this holiday season, the Hattiesburg Police Department is keeping its citizens safe by joining law enforcement agencies nationwide in the Drive Sober or Get Pulled Over campaign. Now, the campaign is in partnership with the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. It started on Friday, December 15th, and will be running through January 2024. You'll most likely see more officers out on the roads during this time, and HPD wants to remind you to stay safe and think responsibly as you celebrate the holidays, meaning don't drink and drive.
Well, looking ahead now, the Laurel Police Department will host its annual National Night Out this Tuesday. The night will feature food, a live DJ, games, and a backpack giveaway. The goal of the night is to bring the community together to get to know their local law enforcement agents.
Good evening and happy New Year's Eve. Thanks for spending 2023 here with us at WDAM 7. I'm Kyra Lampley. If you're looking for a place to ring in the new year, you may want to head to downtown Hattiesburg, where midnight on Front Street is set to begin in a little less than 2 hours. RJ Harrison is live downtown with some tips on how to get to the festivities without spending too much time on parking. Jay?
Yeah, Michael and Carrie, according to the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, in 2021, an estimated 39% of Black and African American adults, 25% of Asian American adults, and 36% of Hispanic and Latino adults with any mental illnesses were treated, compared to 52% of non-Hispanic white adults. And in this story, we're going to take a more extensive look into why the stigma of seeking mental health services in minority communities exists and how we can break that cycle. The 4-year-olds you see here are not your average kids. They're enrolled in the Hattiesburg School District's pre-K program, which strives to teach them foundational skills to carry them through the school system.
We wanted to make sure that we capture those 4-year-old students coming in so that we can build upon their social and emotional skills and also enhance their literacy so by the time they get to kindergarten, they've already had those skills down.
The program started in 2018 as a grant from the Mississippi Department of Education and has since expanded to servicing over 300 students. The students in Annette Lambert's class at Timms Elementary are a part of the program. She says they teach students the way they learn best, through fun.
We teach them how to play, and when they play, we pull them in our small groups where they sit with us in small groups and work on concepts and skills that we're going over for that day. And after we do that, then we let them play. So they learn through play, and it's working.
Students work all year towards one goal, the state test. At the end of last year, 58% of students entered kindergarten ahead of their peers. The district says it hopes to increase scores this year.
Yes, we always strive for 100, but if we can get at least 70% of our 329 students ready at state benchmark or above state benchmark, we've accomplished our goal of making sure that our students are kindergarten ready.
In Hattiesburg, I'm Kyra Lampley, WDAM 7 on your side.